YouTube? It has been a long time since I've uploaded a video. Welcome back to another episode of Modern Tech Philosophy, and this is basically going to be an update episode. As much as I hate to do it, I really want to get back into YouTube, so this is my way of getting back in for now. Just don't mind my dog. She's a little bit wacky, but she's a good girl, and she just can't be in the other room without interrupting this video. So today we're going to be talking about why I've gotten basically back into YouTube and what I plan on doing for the future. So why I got back into YouTube is I see a change in the industry. I see a lot of changes coming, and I'm really excited about talking about the changes and hopefully giving some sound judgment calls / advice on what I think is going to be the next wave in technology, what things I think are going to change, what things I think are going to be remaining the same, and how different things will be in the future. And I don't want to just make this video about technology. I think that it is an enabler. It allows you to essentially do what you want to do. And not just gadgets and stuff are fun. Creating different things, being an IT person is fun, but there are other uses of technology that are very helpful in just different industries in general. So I'd like to talk about that. I'd like to talk about, obviously, the big topic in the room is ChatGPT. I'd like to talk regarding that, what I think as far as a tool it can be used as, and what are the negatives and the positives towards using that tool. And I'd like to talk about a lot of shifts, maybe with some virtual reality stuff. Just getting briefly into that with Apple announcing everything in June. We'll see. I think it's going to be a nice shift in the industry and how it works. So I think that a lot of people believe that it's not going to change too much, but I think that Apple is good at reinventing categories that already exist. And I think that things like, for example, the iPhone, there was already stuff out there back in before 2007 that had the smartphone capabilities. Like Palm had a nice one. I remember my aunt used to have one of those Palm devices that would basically act as a Palm Pilot with a digital organizer, with the internet browser, with calendars, with notes, with everything like that. And they had that technology, and BlackBerry had that technology even before Apple decided, hey, we wanted to get into the phone business. In fact, the Palm Pilot could play music files as well. So it's not like it couldn't play media, it could play videos as well. And so the change in technology, I think, is design and interface. And I think Apple does a very good job at that. And I think that the industry changing with virtual reality, I think it's going to have somewhat of a little bit of an effect on it. I think that Apple knows how to do a right interface. I know that it's buggy sometimes with things, but I really think that they do a decent job with design. And I just think that that's going to enable a lot more people to get on board with the technology. I think the problem is that a lot of people are into VR and have like the Oculus Quest and everything like that, but that's a niche category because the application developers are primarily focused on game design. And while Apple has a really strong hold in the gaming mobile market, they're actually doing pretty good. I think that what would enable virtual reality to be a better option is essentially having a better interface and more options for people who aren't just gaming, people who are consuming media, people who are wanting to do different things, exercise, just all sorts of categories, going on even a virtual trip somewhere. I think that the problem is that with those Oculus apps, which are Facebook basically bought, there's not as many developers on board. I think the deal that Apple gets is they get a lot of people excited for their products, and you have a lot more applications designed for their products, which is why I think the iPhone took off the way it did, and I think that other mobile devices fell in line with them as well. So if you take like an iPhone and you talk about, well, it was an iPod, a phone, and I think a multimedia device. It was one of the three. I know an iPod, a phone, and something else. Of course, I'm going to get comments on that. But anyways, the point is that they took these categories and they bended them. Then they allowed developers to start creating for them. And they saw that a lot of people were using Apple products. So they ended up developing the apps for that ecosystem. I just think that this is going to be the same thing with the virtual reality side, where there's going to be more apps targeted at virtual reality as a new platform for Apple, and it's going to allow that to come on. Anyways, I'm digressing a bit. The point is that I want to get back into talking about these things. I want to get back into even doing nerdy stuff on SysNerd, and I'll be making another video regarding SysNerd as well. But anyways, I just wanted to make this video to kind of talk that I am going to try to get back into this, and I'm excited about it. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, you won't be able to tell, because that's one of the changes that happened before I even did this. So, but put in a comment if you disliked it. I understand. I'd like to kind of get something a little bit better out there, including better video content too. So I appreciate you all. Thank you very much for watching this video. Definitely subscribe if you're interested in taking this journey with me, and we'll definitely be doing some more videos in the future. Thank you very much.